Wah, 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 wah. Hello. Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And immediately clearing my throat. I got my cough drops. The air is nice and crispy, 10% moisture here. Deserts are like around 15%. I could plug in the humidifier, but it's gonna make it feel even hotter in here, so we just suffer. Good evening, Zon. Oof. Let's wiggle in place, get everything. Hot drink, hot drink. We got a ton of snow overnight, so yeah. Everything feels a little discombobulated when you go from spring weather to 10 below freezing. But that's okay. It's the universe playing a joke on us, cause Good Friday, what, falls on April 1st this year? What? That feels like it's gotta be wrong, but no, apparently not. Apparently not. Right. So we play Ace Attorney with mouse and keyboard today because it was too cold to go out to the store to buy battery/cables. And I remembered my work phone needed a new charging cable anyway, so we could do double duty. The 29th? Probably. I'm probably thinking of Easter Monday. Yeah, I'm thinking Easter Monday. I can't keep track of the days, alright? I had this conversation with a coworker. My family is not religious. Easter just became an excuse to invite people over and cook a ham. So I don't even think I knew about Lent until I was in high school. For something that, like, so shaped the society we live in America and Canada, I know so little about all organized religions. That's fine though. Only way it feels like a detriment to me is I had an English teacher who pointed out that even if you don't believe in religion, you should at least read the Bible because so much literature and media circles back to the Bible. And I never followed through. And now, like, as an adult, I can see, yeah, you were right. But I don't think I can force myself to sit down and read it. I don't know, that just doesn't seem like a nice Saturday afternoon, you know, out on the balcony in the sunshine with like a beer and my reading the Holy Bible. I apologize to anyone watching who's religious as I'm cracking jokes about this. It's just funny in hindsight. Where else are you supposed to learn about the GBF characters? I mean, to be fair, most of, Beer and Bible Sunday, exactly. To be fair, in the name of Great Blue Fantasy, though, most of the characters that are angelic are a reference to, Paradise Lost by, John Chaucer. And also Paradise Lost, which is an album by a metal band. Fun fact, all of the angels' attacks, especially Sandalphon, they're all references to songs by this particular, I think it's Norwegian metal band, that someone at Side Games is a fan of. When you play Grand Blue Fantasy, you realize how much metal references there are and everything in there. Stella Magna is only the beginning. But that's why Lucilius, Sandalphon, and Lucifer all have an attack called Paradise Lost. When I first started to play Grand Blue, I was like, oh, that's cool. It's a reference to, the poem. Not quite. It's a reference to the metal band who referenced the poem. It's all cyclical, man! Which made more sense, because I was kind of like, I'm not saying it's impossible for people in non-English speaking countries to know about Middle English epic poems, but it does seem like a weird coincidence to be a game developer in Japan and you know about this Middle English poem that most English speakers don't know about. I only knew because it was taught in my first year, like, elective English literature class. You think Beowulf is hard to understand? Well, let Chaucer show you. My other favorite thing about Grand Blue intersecting with religion and metal is whenever something new happens with Belial, the character, and he ends up trending on Twitter. Cause then all the Christians come out and they're really concerned about our souls. It's like, no one should thirst for this guy. He's evil. You're just selling him to me, ma'am. School flashback you just got from Beowulf? Never actually studied Beowulf, I think. My teachers were too pretentious for that, but yeah. Alright. Let's get this going. Da-da-da-da-da. So, no controller today, but I mean, it's point and clicky, so it shouldn't be too bad. I was looking up why my, like, basically, like, my assuming my graphics card was having a meltdown every time, I unplugged the controller. Apparently it's a Windows 11 glitch. Like, the adapters or whatever are severely out of date, so until Microsoft fixes it, yeah. Ah, there it is. I was like, why is it working? There's quite a few related USB bugs. Boo! I mean, I get it. The more complex a system is, the more likely it is for something to not function quite right. But man, that's annoying. I'm just kind of like, okay, well, I needed a new cable anyway, so I'll just replace it anyway, but oh my god. We hate this for us. Alright. You guys should have game audio. Looks like it's good volume, but obviously let me know if it starts getting crazy. Oh my god, where were we? Either we were, like, about to start the investigation? Often all windows might be black boxes. Ah, okay. Oh, it's loud? Oh, alright. There we go. We'll see how it is once we're in the actual case as well. Ah, yes, investigation. Okay. Should be okay there. GPU drivers. Yeah. Like, what happens with the controller disconnecting is all the screens will go black and then everything kind of blinks back in, and a lot of stuff freezes. OBS doesn't freeze, but like my preview window freezes, which is interesting. So it's still sending data, just, yeah, what's on the screen freezes. Alright, so we... backspace? Alright, fair enough. Tabs the chord record. Couldn't y'all have put the buttons on the same side of the keyboard? Terrible. No business showing evidence outside of court. It's taboo, especially... Oh, come on. Well. Okie dokie then. We'll go hang out somewhere else. Sheesh. I don't see Detective Gumshoe anywhere. Things seem kind of quiet around here today. You're right. The chief of detectives seems the same, though. Why don't we go look for some other people to talk to? Right. We can come back here later. But why? I mean, Lana's sure not interested in talking to us. Who else is gonna talk to us? Alright. Oh, whoop, nope. Nope. Backspace. Oh, hey! Howdy, Bambina. Howdy, Sheriff. How you doing today? Oh, Mr. Marshall. What's up? Never thought things turned out this way on the day when I woke up this morning. Que sera, you never know where life will lead you, and Bambina? I should have known my luck had run out when old Billy dried up this morning. Billy? His cactus! Must be his pet cactus. No, not the cactus. That's sad. Say, where are you headed? Just over to the prosecutor's office for a little interrogation. It's a voluntary appearance, but we all know I won't be coming back. Sorry, but you can't go in the evidence room today, partner. But, Mr. Marshall, why did you do it? Why new prospectors head west? Sorry, I tried to move my phone stand to a better position and I knocked the phone off it. There we go. The phone was getting in the way of the mouse. If ever there was a case I needed to know the truth about, it was this one. Fair enough. Before you turn yourself in, Mr. Marshall, would you mind, telling us exactly what happened? Huh, Looks like I will be getting a steak lunch today. Well, I can treat you after if, like, you're really that hard up. Alright, dark trial. Something was fishy about that trial from the beginning. It wasn't just me either. All the detectives thought so. Really? Oh, hang on. I'm gonna remove the capture cursor. There we go. Sometimes it's beneficial to have it, other times it's not. It wasn't just me either. All the detectives thought so. What do you mean, fishy? You know, fishy. Like, smells like fish. Some of the facts reported were inconsistent with the evidence we found. Oh. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. Hey, Pep. Pep's hanging around again, as usual. Ah, there we go. Got rid of the mouse pad. We'll just use, the desk pad for today. That way I can get the phone in slightly a better position. The struggle of being a VTuber. Where do you put the phone so the microphone doesn't block it? And where do you put the microphone so, you know, the phone can see you, but not make you sound like garbage? For example, the murder weapon. The murder weapon? You mean that switchblade knife with the broken tip? It was Joe Dark's alright. But, in the initial autopsy report, a question was raised. Like, what kind of question? The blade of the knife was not a perfect match with the wound the victim sustained. What does that mean? That means it wasn't necessarily this knife that stabbed him. It means there was a good chance the knife was not the murder weapon. However, in the report that was finally submitted, that possibility had been erased. Could the facts have been concealed? Yup. That case left behind scars on all of us. The scars that the slime incident left behind? Scars. There was something going on behind the scenes in that case. We all knew that later. Every detective involved in that investigation, save one, was taken care of. Miss Starr was fired, and I was demoted and boxed away in a tiny room. What about Detective Goodman? If they did something to him, too, the commissioners would get suspicious. Ah, true. So he technically got lucky. No, they were careful enough not to be too obvious. They? Who are you talking about? Don't get upset, Bambina. I mean Damon Gaunt and Lana Sky. Gant and Sky? Investigation lead Damon Gant and his second in command, Lana Sky. There wasn't a person on the force who hadn't heard of that duo. That case was the biggest step in both of their careers. After the case ended, Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office, right? Yeah, Damon Gaunt, the new chief of police, arranged for that to happen. She never been the same since she left. Everyone who knew her said so. Chief Prosecutor Sky was totally different when she was a detective. Looks like she's got her own share of scars. Nose itchy? No sneezing, please. Now that he mentions it, Emma said something like that too. Oh no, here we go. Excuse me. Thank you. Somewhere out there, Mokoko smiles upon me. Tell me, what happened to my sister? Sorry, Bambina, but her secret is too well guarded. I never found out. What a secret. It all started 2 years ago. I got the looks, but he got the brains. He was one of the best prosecutors around. I had just made detective when it went down. It was our first case together. How old was he, your brother? He was 27 at the time. He was awarded the highest honor that very day. The highest honor? You mean the King of Prosecutors? Yep, King of Prosecutors. What are you looking at me like that for? That's an honor for a prosecutor. Mr. Marshall must have really been close with his brother. The day the slime incident took place, that wasn't the same day as... That's right. It was the day of the evidence transfer. Interesting. That is interesting. It was drizzling that morning, and by nightfall, there was thunder. I can't believe 2 years have gone by already. I tried to steal the evidence so the case wouldn't die. Apparently, someone tried to stop you. Detective Goodman was murdered, and the evidence locker was empty. So, there you have it. That's my story. Did you enjoy it, partner? It was certainly enlightening. There's one thing for sure I found out in court today. That boy Edgeworth isn't my enemy. He was the one who used falsified evidence to get a guilty verdict. But someone else was the one who gave him that evidence and planned everything. That someone is Damongant. Don't believe me? Well, I don't blame you. I won't even be a patrolman after today. Hakpui? Too bad I won't be around to work with you when you become a real scientific investigator. Adios, Bambina. Oh, that's sad. That's legitimately sad. Oh, man. Alright. Where else can we go? Oh. Gumshoe. This place is pretty empty, but today it's deserted. That must mean everyone's busy solving crimes. Oh, if you're looking for the others, they're all in the conference room. Thanks? With the chief prosecutor saying what she did and the decision about what to do about Mr. Edgeworth, not to mention her statement to the media and tomorrow's trial. There's more chaos going on than Thanksgiving and Christmas put together. I think festive is the word usually used for those. Sir, we'd like to have a look around Chief Gant's office. Just use the connecting hallway to the other building and take the elevator to the top floor. Really? You mean it's okay for us to go in there? Hey, cat! Hello, I'm new, of course. Hello, new. Hello, new, I'm old. I mean, we aren't police officers or anything. Hey, you're right. You can't go in there. It's off limits. Now I see where Detective Gumshoe gets his unique charm. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's head to the chief's office. Who's gonna stop us? This balding middle-aged man behind a 90s computer? I don't know how to tell you this, Cat, but Twitch chat notifies me when I have a new chatter. If you were even when you are from the same IP address, but you're using a different account, so you can't possibly be new. That joke can't fly. Whoa, where am I? In the chief's office. But there's a pipe organ. At least that's what it said on the door. Check out that pipe organ. That's real, isn't it? Hey, I used to take organ lessons in kindergarten. Who puts their kid in organ lessons? Is it piano the norm? Yeah, I regret to inform you, yeah. You would have to make an actual new account if you wanted to pretend to be someone new. Yeah, no, when it's a new chatter, literally Twitch chat puts a big box around the message and it says, new chatter. That too! They used to call me Little Miss Buck. I thought I was a genius. It was a good try, yeah. I never could remember where C was. Huh? Oh, it's you two. Chief Gant! He put that paper he was reading in his desk. How did the man not notice us until we started playing the organ? So, righto, have you been swimming lately? No, I haven't. I've been kind of busy lately. I can appreciate that. I've had my hands full, too, with Mr. Marshall's misconduct. And Lana's provocative statement. Provocative statement? Oh, you mean about the forged evidence. 2 years have passed since that incident. My, how time flies. See that big picture on the wall over there? Look, it's a streamer-like chat situation. We all try and humor you everyone. Sana and I are both ISFG personality types. We're cut from the same cloth. That's a picture of Lana, Neil, and me. So this is Mr. Marshall's brother, Prosecutor Neil Marshall. We took it to commemorate our work together. Something's not right with this picture. You mean the knife wound? I'm an ENFP? Yeah, I can believe that. ENFP's pretty common, I think. Oh no, never mind. It's just, I thought something had been stabbed in the photo, but no, it was just the positioning of stuff. Anyway, I like to reminisce all day, but there are matters that need my attention. I'm going to lock up here, so let's go out together. No, it's okay. We can lock up behind you, Emma wants to play the organ some more. Oh. But this office, it was a crime scene 2 years ago, wasn't it? That case has long since been over. There's no need to investigate it anymore. All the same, we'd still like to have a look around. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said there's no need to investigate it anymore. Now hurry up and get out! I have a meeting to attend. Entertainment neutral fun personality? I thought it was extroverted neutral. Factual persuasive? I know ISFG is introverted, sensitive, feeling, judgment. Looks like we aren't welcome. It seems that case isn't over with yet after all. What do you mean? Chief Gant denied our request to search the crime scene. That means there must be a reason he doesn't want us to looking around in there. You mean like a clue? There's gotta be a way we can get inside. Oh, well, have fun. The F is still feeling, is it? Fair enough. I couldn't remember the F was feeling. I don't know why I thought it was factual. I don't know what it all stands for. I only know what mine is. Look it up. Look it up yourself. You got 2 hands at Google. Hey, Belle. Detective Gummy! Aren't you supposed to be in a meeting? I'm, just taking a breather. My feet hurt. Oh, poor guy. I guess it's standing room only? From sitting for so long? Actually, from serving everyone coffee. Oh, Gumshoe! Sounds like Detective Gumshoe's still out of the loop. Say, have either of you seen Mr. Edgeworth? Not particularly. Edgeworth? No! Why do you ask? He's under fire from both the police department and the prosecutor's office. Oh no. It's almost like the battles between you two in court. That sounds serious. Is it because of what my sister said? That's basically what it all boils down to. Well, rip. Inserts evil laugh. That falsified evidence 2 years ago. Now Mr. Edgeworth has the whole world after his blood. No! Not Edgeworth's blood. It'd be a shame if I was actually a vampire. Yeah, Waluigi very evil. What? You got a problem with my evil laugh? It sounded like a duck's laugh? Ducks can be evil! Scrooge McDuck? Hello? Edgeworth's crisis? But why would Edgeworth be blamed? It's not like he knew the evidence was forged. Lana Sky is the guilty party here, isn't she? Good job, Phoenix. Regardless, the prosecutor is responsible for the evidence they present. Not only that, but as you know, there have been a lot of rumors going around about Mr. Edgeworth. His amazing talent as a prosecutor kept him safe from those who didn't like him. But now with this, are there really so many people who hate him? I mean, he doesn't exactly have a stellar personality. In our world, only those with talent rise to the top. Mr. Edward not only has that, but he's young. There's no better recipe I know of for making enemies. Hey, Dick! Keep up the good work! Yes, sir! Let's go out for lunch again sometime. My treat! Yes, sir! You gotta take me back to that joint sometime, okay, Dick? Yes, sir! It seems you don't have any problems with enemies. Yeah, well... Oh! I don't remember. I know you got your ukulele recently. Yeah, well, I'm careful not to stick out. Anyway, I'm a bit worried about him. Under all this pressure, I'm afraid Mr. Edwards just might crack. Rip. Actually, I took a look at the file earlier while the coffee was brewing. He seems generally concerned for Edgeworth. Well, did you find out anything? The only evidence Dark left behind was during his final attack. His final attack? You mean... he made a song for church? When he killed Prosecutor Marshall, who was trying to protect some girl. It seems Detective Gumshoe never realized Emma was the girl. That's when he left the most incriminating evidence of all. Well, what was it? Oh, let's see. I think it had something to do with the murder weapon. Oh, I forgot. Look, it's all written somewhere in here, okay? And it got accepted. Congrats! His power of recollection never fails to impress. Maybe we should show him the murder weapon. It might jog his memory. Know what? Sure, after we ask about Dark's crimes. Joe Dark was 42 at the time of the crime. He was just your run-of-the-mill businessman. A businessman? What made him take to serial killing? One day on his way home from work, he hit someone with his car. With his car? So it was an accident? Whoops. An accident, yes, but it transformed him into an animal. Yay! Congrats, Cat. That's cool. He killed a man that witnessed the accident. Then he killed a lady who saw the second crime. A kid walked by just then, so he killed him too. Then when he was burning the bodies, a jogger came up the scene and killed him as well. Finally, he turned himself in. On a variety show? Wow. Seems he was a pretty careless animal. Of course, this is all conjecture. There wasn't a single shred of evidence, so he turned himself in. Yeah, but in the middle of his questioning, he fled and murdered his final victim, Prosecutor Marshall. The crime was witnessed by someone too, but luckily Dark was arrested on the spot. It's a good thing that last witness wasn't killed. That last witness, aka Emma. Yup. Alright, present. I'm procrastinating right now instead of recording. Do your recordings! Don't procrastinate recordings. It takes forever to get a good one. And that's just assuming you do it in one take. Okay, you said hi. Now say bye. Go do your recordings. Chop, 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 chop. if you wait too long in the day, then the day will get noisy, and then it'll get harder to do the recording because it'll mess up the audio quality. Polar. Me? Well, yeah. Nya, nya, nya. My goodness. Oh, where is the knife? I feel like I'm blind. Oh, there it is. About this. Hey, is that... Surprise! It has a tag attached to it with the label Slime Incident on it. Gotta love the slime. As a tag. Yep. I believe this would be the broken murder weapon you were speaking of. Just maybe. What are you doing with that? Ever since the case has been closed, that knife's been locked away in a locker. On the day Detective Goodman was murdered, this suddenly disappeared from the locker. It was found in Mr. Edgeworth's car muffler. That's it! Now I remember what that incriminating piece of evidence was. When you showed me that knife, it all came back to me. Well, what is a detective? Before you forget again. God forbid the man forgets a murder weapon. This knife, it was Joe Dark's, wasn't it? That's right. We traced it back to the store he bought it at, plus it had his fingerprints on it too. Yay! Love and joy, da-da-da-da-da. But, no one actually witnessed him using it to murder anyone, right? That's where his luck ran out. When you take a good look at the knife, you see it's broken. You don't have to take a good look to notice that. Yeah, well, anyway. Take a guess where the broken off tip of the knife was found. That's what did him in. Where was it? Hi, Ranger. What the heck is going on? Have you been hacked? Is Ranger a bot now? There's a much smaller number of muscular cats than usual. The victim near Marshall was carrying it inside his body. Dun, dun, dun! It was found deep inside the stab wound. Did it match Stark's knife? You bet! Down to the last fiber. That's pretty conclusive. Do, 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 do. Want to click? Don't click! I take no responsibility for dumb stuff you click on. You clicked? Well, it was nice knowing you. You're gonna get flushed down the internet toilet now. Nothing happening? Nothing happening. Yet. Give me all your cash. Oh, it's a hold up. It's a stick 'em upper. Yay, autopsy report. Oh my god, Roblox. Well, there you have it in a nutshell. That's all I know. Can I ask you one more thing? What is it? If it's money you need, you should ask Chief Gant. It's not money, but it doesn't concern the chief. His office is a crime scene, right? Also, here's more cats. There we go. Now everything feels normal. It's where Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered. No soliciting in my chat. Joke's on you, I don't got any money either. I've got like $100 in the bank account. Hey, that's like $5 Canadian. Aye! She confirmed she has money. Not that much. That's barely enough to buy a week's worth of groceries in Canada, okay? The chief's out now and his office is locked. But we'd like to have a look around if that's okay. Well, any detective's ID card can unlock the door. What? Yes, he's taken it as confirmation that I can't be robbed because I said I have $100 in the bank. Oi! I need a funny bonk. Got lots? Excellent. I could time you out. But I'll be nice this time. You just noticed I have different colored eyes? I do! They're much more, it's much more obvious in my, custom model that's still getting rigged. It's okay. I won't time you out. There we go. There's the bonks. Thank you, Zon. No, you called me dumb. Now you suffer. But if I let a civilian in there, I'd be charged with breach of trust. Breach of trust? Simply put, I'd be canned. Oh, sorry, pal. I don't plan on getting fired because of you. How about this ID card? It was Detective Goodman's. That won't work either. The data was deleted the day he died. Oh. So in other words, Gumshoe is our only chance of getting into that office. What is even happening in chat right now? Y'all. No contracts, no spamming, no solicitation. Am I gonna have to update the rules? I wonder if there's something we can show him that would make him change his mind. Probably? Because I can't read? Yeah, English is your second language. You've got the perfect excuse. I've got a bunch of clowns, for sure. Ranger's starting to remind me of, oh, what's his face from Deltarune? Oh, was it Spamington? Spamton! Yeah! Ranger's starting to remind me of Spamton. Alright, underground parking lot. We might as well check on Edgeworth. No one's here today. Not even Miss Star. Everyone's probably busy looking into what exactly went down in the evidence room. That must be where the detectives are. But we proved in court today that on the day of the crime, no one was murdered in the evidence room. Yeah, I thought we were finally making some headway. Congratulations. Oh, it was a Spamton reference! Nice! Man, I should play Deltarune on stream sometime. We're still waiting, like, 500 years for Chapter 3, but... But instead, it looks like we just ended up making Lana look even more guilty. Oh no. Welcome home, Master. Okari nasai. Gochujin-sama. Gohan ni suru? Furo ni suru? Soretomo? Watashi? Would you like dinner? A bath? Or little me? I love every time someone lets me do that. Why isn't the head pad working? Rude. Ah, it's disconnected. Lame! There we go. It's fixed now. Why did it disconnect? Tisk. So no takers on your special deal? Nah, sorry, buddy. We'll just have to put you back in the trash can. Hang in there, Lana. I've got to find out all the answers by tomorrow. We can only hope. I still so understood every word. Got sent straight to jail for that? I mean, literally, I repeated the exact same thing in English and Japanese. Like, that's it. I wonder if Edgeworth's back yet. There he is! It looks like he's writing something. Whoa, what are you guys doing here? You sure was quick to throw that paper on the floor. Tough day in court, huh? I've had to live the past 2 years with rumors flying around. What's another allegation to me? Well, I don't know. Cheer up, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm rooting for you. That's Edgeworth for you. Yay, headbat! Always trying to hide his real feelings. So, what do you want? Unlike some people, I don't have all day. Alright. Edgy Pool, forged evidence! There's no excuse for what I've done. 2 years ago, I used false evidence. What is even happening? You gotta be nice, cat. You get hyperlink blocked and all I get all your... Oh, 2 years ago I used false evidence to obtain a guilty verdict. Edgy sounded a little anky today. He's just a little anky. Just a little anky. I guess you should go get some Mickey D's. That's what it all breaks down to, and nothing I do can erase that fact. But you didn't know, did you? I mean, that the evidence was falsified. The police department and the prosecutor's office share a bond of trust. If that bond is broken, we stand to lose everything. The police department's error is my error, my responsibility as the prosecutor in charge. The fact remains the same no matter what excuses I might have. Mr. Edgeworth, I take pride in my work. Stream has been blocked until you purchase at least 9 chicken nuggets. Chop, 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 chop. So tell me why. Why has it all come to this? Even Edgeworth can't keep up this kind of emotion bottled up. Look, sometimes life just sucks. I'm sorry, Edgy. Tomorrow's trial? Are you up for the trial tomorrow? First last year's trial and now this one. It seems all you do is worry about me. But you two are in love, isn't that what you're supposed to do? To be honest, you're getting on my nerves. Hey! But Mr. Edgeworth, you can't just walk out on the trial. Tomorrow is the last day. It's too late to change prosecutors. They're pretty good at spawning these spam tin lines. I'll bet that's what my superiors are banking on. I never thought the case would come back to haunt me like this. What do you mean? The list of evidence. It seems too short. Most lists run twice as long. It's only half as long as most evidence lists? That is odd. After Neil Marshall was murdered, I became prosecutor for that case. I may not have been part of the investigation, but I knew what I had to do. Use that evidence I was given to prove the suspect guilty. That was really the only thing on my mind at the time. Say, we just saw a picture taken around that time. That picture, something seems strange about it. The day of the crime. Could you tell us again what happened that day? The day Detective Goodman was murdered? Hang on a sec. award go on the There's supposed to be like a broken sword on the prosecutor's award. It's not there anymore. Oh, interesting. Oh, you were participating in a ceremony over at the station, right? I've never cared for ceremony, but I had to attend that one. Because you were awarded this? Those receiving awards can't exactly skip out on the ceremony. Sure you can, just call in sick. I finished up at the office in the morning, then drove over to the police department. You finished up at the office? Yes. Just odds and ends. Clerical stuff. I didn't plan on returning to the office that day. Edgeworth, you were gonna skip out on the rest of your day. That is, until I was asked to take something back. Take something back. Oh, the knife. This. Oh yeah, Chief Gann asked you to hold on to that, didn't he? Yes, it was a piece of evidence in a case that was closed half a year ago. He asked me to bring it back to the prosecutor's office. That's the story we heard yesterday. So, you came back here to the prosecutor's office because the chief asked you to? That's right. Suspicious-rooney. Alright. This picture was hanging on the wall in Chief Gant's office. Prosecutor Marshall. He had just started making a name for himself. Rest in peace, friend. In my 1 year of streaming, this is probably the strangest chat I've ever seen going down. Prosecutor Marshall had just started making a name for himself. Guys! Children! Children! Yoo-hoo! Pay attention! The game's over here! Yoo-hoo! Looks like this was taken when he received the King of Prosecutors trophy. Speaking of that, there's something that bothers me. Yes? The trophy Mr. Marshall is holding. Do I got your attention now? And yes, try not to be too spammy. Yep, I went and got my keys just for y'all. Yeah. It's a little different than yours. Yes, you're right. I think it worked. It worked! Yay! Ah, I remember now. Remember what? That was when the official prosecutor's trophy or blah blah blah. Let's try that again. That was what the official prosecutor's trophy looked like until 2 years ago. there's a story behind its design. Sounds interesting. Would you mind telling it to us? It's simple, really. Contradiction. That's what the award's based on. You don't say! Yes, I got the keys for y'all. The award originates from an ancient Chinese tale. In Chinese, the word contradiction is written with 2 characters. The first means halberd, and the second means shield. Have you heard this story? Me? Oh, sure! Everyone knows that! Why don't you tell it, though? For Emma's sake. Very well. Yeah, I love all my moonbeams. I need to repot you guys in, like, some nice little pots. You guys are getting a little too rowdy. You probably need some more room to grow. Does that include my special deals? Sure, of course it does. Long ago, in the kingdom of Chu, there was an arms merchant. One day, he presented the king with 2 items. Don't need to... Oh, come on! Everybody loves big veggies. And round cats. And big leafy plants. One day he presented the king with 2 items. The first was a halberd he claimed could slice through any shield or armor. The second was a shield he claimed could withstand any weapon. Wait a minute! Objection! Those claims contradict each other! Very perceptive. But then again, you've heard the story before, right? Anyway, as you mentioned, the very descriptions of these items discredit them both. When the king pointed this out, the merchant was left speechless, and thus the Chinese word for contradiction was born. Don't overwork yourself. Oh, I see. So the chipped shield and broken knife symbolize... Precisely so, they symbolize the merchant's items. You're procrastinating? You are procrastinating! I told you like 30 minutes ago to go work on your recording. I gotta record. Go! Go! Hello, Z! But it's in our nature to pursue matters to their conclusion, even if it results in something as ugly as this. But I don't want to move. Well, roll yourself there. Even if you just, like, roll onto the floor, you've made it halfway there. Well, thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. I learned something new today. Don't make her get the spray bottle! I really should get a spray bottle. It's just my water bottle, but... I don't know, this works on the cats. If you just shake it. That's so, then why were you only given a shield? Yeah, have you not heard? I'm aquaphobic. I'm afraid I have a phobia of the water. That's why I know how absolutely terrifying the spray bottle is, and I wield it wisely. You'll have to ask Chief Gant. 2 years ago, he had the halberd part of the award abolished. Huh. Was someone stabbed with it? Friendly fire? Uh-oh. Alright. I wonder what he was writing before. Come on, Mr. Wright, let's take a look. Are you crazy? Edgeworth is sitting right there. Just distract him. I'll check it out. Hey, Edgeworth. Yep, you better get moving. Hey, Edgeworth. Is that Detective Gumshoe at the window there? Oh no, he's falling to the ground! Hold on, first let me see what that girl's doing crawling around my feet. He didn't even look. See, take care. Happy recording. What? Letter. If you're having trouble reading, I'll read it for you. It says letter of resignation. Resignation? Edgeworth, you don't mean... Bye! Oh, what miserable souls. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. I'm tired, right? I feel as if something inside me has died. Damn! But Mr. Edgeworth, none of it is your fault. I know the path I've walked. You don't need to tell me. And the path I've walked hasn't been a just one. I can't forgive myself for what I've done. And no one should forgive me either. Uh-oh. I think he's serious. Mr. Wright, please, you have to do something! This letter of resignation. I wonder if I can use it for anything. I could probably use it to convince Gumshoe to essentially break the law. Excuse me? Would either of you care for a quarter pound of roast beef? That's a lot of roast beef. Miss Star! I guess she's out of lunches. You certainly are the curious sort, aren't you? Kind of like the first person who sucked a cow's nipple to discover milk. What? Okay. Still, I never thought you'd go digging up that case from 2 years ago. We're just gonna go, pretend. I must go and spread my deals. If you need me, look for the dumpster. Okay! We do not talk about that person, no. Everyone in this trial was involved in the SL9 incident. Not only that, but the murder occurred on the very day the evidence from that case was due for transferal. This can't be attributed to mere coincidence. Aren't you forgetting something? You know that little scene I happened to witness? The instant Lana stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife. No matter how much of the past you dig up, it won't change what I saw. Roast beef is meant to be savored when eaten. Ugh, Miss Star's hatred towards Lana. It all dates back to 2 years ago. They've started spitting in their grave ever since soy milk was invented, and we've been using it to power a secret facility. Isn't soy milk, like, ancient? invented in 1365. So not quite as ancient as, like, the BC era, but still pretty old. Dark investigation. Joe Dark, that's a name I'll not soon forget. I bet. We trailed him for half a year. Oh, the pressure! Still, I don't think I was ever more alive than I was then. Those days were steamier than a bowl of hot gravy. I am sure there are things much more steamier than gravy. One milk, now be right back, okay. Poor old Jake Marshall, though. Must have been going through hell. You mean because of his brother's death? They were close, those two. After Neil died, something took over Jake. He became obsessed. Seeing Jake like that made her all the more desperate. Her? Lana Skye. My sister? The best of the best were put on that SL9 case. Of course, they were led by that legendary duo. Lana and Chief Gant. Legendary duo. Damon Gaunt and Lana Skye. Gaunt led the investigation with Lana second in command. They were the best. They solved all kinds of cases together, didn't they? Excuse me. Damon Gaunt's magnetism in particular was almost unreal. You mean his charisma? By that I mean his ability to attract evidence. Oh. He'd produced the most incredible evidence in the cases he handled. You mean... Oh yes, there were rumors about him even back then. No one dared confront him, though. I take it she's talking about forged evidence. Back then, everyone looked up to Lana. All the detectives wanted to be like her. Really? Oh yes, myself included. I was a fool, really. She hated anything crooked and always watched out for the other detectives. That's why she was so concerned for Jake. Mr. Marshall? When Jake's brother was murdered, she felt as if she had lost her own brother. If it wasn't for her, I don't think Jake would ever have recovered from his shock. That's what makes it all the more infuriating. Miss Starr, that's why I'll never be able to forgive her. Why did she have to turn so cold after that? Uh-oh, after the case closed, that legendary pair was the reason we were able to keep up our investigation. That's why we were so shocked after how it turned out. You mean with the forging of the evidence? Don't get me wrong, Joe Dark got what he deserved. Still, it was obvious the evidence produced in court was being manipulated. Items our team never found would suddenly appear, while other items were kept secret. But you don't have proof anything illegal was done. And proof enough of what happened. After that case, all of us, save Goodman, were relieved of our duties. Most without even so much as an explanation. Then Lana Sky transferred to the prosecutor's office and became chief prosecutor. Lana always wanted to be a prosecutor. Nothing's quite as simple as it appears. Huh? Lana Sky was merely being used as a pawn. That's my take on the matter. She was being used? Probably. Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office 2 years ago, didn't she? Yes, thanks to Chief Gant's powerful influence. Chief. That's right. Having solved the SL9 case, his position as chief was secured. There was only one thing left for him to control, and then no one could stand in his way. The prosecutor's office. What? You mean that's why Lana was transferred? If he could control the chief prosecutor, he could control the prosecutor's office. That must have been his goal all along. But how could he control Lana? I don't know, but one thing's for sure. Ever since that case ended, she's never been the same. It's only logical to conclude there must have been a reason for her change. At last, I'm finally getting close to the bottom of this ugly mess. Thank you, Miss Star. You listen to me, rookie. It takes more than just ingredients to create fine cuisine. I hope you turn out to be a better chef than I've been. It was nice knowing you, ma'am. Thank you for everything. Alright. Now the question is, do we go back to Lana or do we go back to Gumshoe? Probably Gumshoe? Aha. Oh, you're back! You're still here? I gotta make 150 copies of these files. Brewing coffee, copying files. I'm turning into a regular DJ. You're a DJ as well? If I'm not mistaken, I think he means desk jockey. Oh, that DJ! I gotta admire your persistency, but my answer's still no. I'm not letting you into the chief's office. Period. Well, about that. I got something that might make you change your mind. It'll be my neck on the line. Oh, your neck's already on the line. That office is the last crime scene in the SL9 incident. I have to take a look in there. There's gotta be something we can do to make the detective change his mind. Oh, there is. There is. Here you go. What's this crumpled up piece of paper? No! No way! Mr. Edgeworth can't be serious! Is he ever not serious? I can't believe they've pushed him this far! Mr. Edgeworth really feels responsible. When I first met him, I thought he was as cold as ice, too. But I know different now. He trusts us detectives to provide him sound evidence. But we betrayed him! Detective. That's it. I've made up my mind. But, here, take my ID card. We can't do that. If someone found out, they wouldn't let you off the hook with another lost item report. Look at me. It's no secret I'm already out of the loop. After all, I'm friends with Edgeworth. Depending on how this case turns out, I may already be as good as terminated. so at least let me do this. For Mr. Edgeworth's sake. Alright, detective. Thank you. Whew. You're a good man, Gumshoe. Oh, sorry. Here we go. Here goes, Mr. 8. Oof. Now, the question is, why would anyone be able to get into the chief's office? As long as they were on the police force. We're in! If anyone finds us out now, Detective Gumshoe's a goner. If that happens, I'm counting on you to bail me out. You're a good shoe, Gumman. He sure is. Ah! Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I didn't even know you could slap a ghost. Ah! Detective Gumshoe! What are you doing sneaking up on us like that? It wasn't sneaking, I was just worried something might go wrong. So I came too. If you're here, then what was the point of giving us your ID card? Gumshoe ID's card crushed and rendered unusable. Hey, don't do that to my card! Phoenix has gotta be pretty strong to, crumple up plastic. Sheesh! I mean, yeah, those ID cards aren't, you know, indestructible, but it takes a good amount of force. Right, though? Like, I have the key to the manager's office, but that's because I am the head apprentice. I am basically, you know, the manager's assistant. No one else but, like, manager and me have the key to the office. Posture check? Yeah, don't worry. I've been saying up straight, hydrate, stretch, okay. Ooh, I just felt my spine crack. I'm almost out of water, but I should be okay. I hardly ever get a chance to come in here. So I figured I'd take a look around myself. Besides, we're all in this together now. True. You really do want to get fired, don't you? Wow! Nah, if we're lucky. Now come on, let's see what we can find in here. Got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, you would be correct. Alright, let's see what we can find. Oh, there's a safe. This is a safe, isn't it? Safe? The word is ripe with intrigue. Okay, if you say so. It looks like a code needs to be entered in this panel. A 7-digit number. I think I just might know what it is. Is it 77777? No way, he just used his ID. Do you know what it is? I have a hunch. Oh, I know! You want to try my birth date? It's... No. I have a better idea. Here goes nothing! 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7! Damn! Bingo. What number did you enter? Whose birthday was that? 777777. The final ID card number on that record. What? The number of the mysterious executive officer who entered the room that day. You mean 777777? That ID number? I think you're 17 shy this time. That can only mean one thing. That's Chief Gant's ID number. Say, anyone care to look inside? Well, we're already committing crimes. Is there any money in there? How much does he have stashed away? Look, it's a shard from a broken cup. This somehow looks familiar. Where have I seen this before? There's something else in here too. What's this? It looks like a piece of leather cloth. This is a handprint, isn't it? Hey, I saw someone wearing a shirt like that once. You think the chief made up the design? I don't think so. Oh. Well, it was just a thought. Is that it? This is all that was in that safe? Apparently so. It's empty now. A piece of cloth with a handprint and a broken shard from a cup. They look like pieces of evidence. Yeah, but unless you can prove they have something to do with this case, I'm afraid I can't just let you take them. After all, it's my neck on the line here. Great. Now I have to prove their relevancy to get them. How are these two related? I mean... The weird vase was missing a section, you know? Like, just maybe? Just maybe? Come on, there's gotta be something we can show the detective, okay? Let's present. Oh, there we go. Unstable jar. Detective Gumshoe, could you have another look at this jar? I remember when the three of us put that back together. Ah, those were the days. It's kind of early to be nostalgic. Wasn't this jar a piece of evidence from that case? That's right, one of the shards had an SL9 incident sticker on it. Doesn't this ring any bells? You know, the fragment we just found? You mean this one? That was in the safe? Yes, that one! That was in the safe! Now that you mention it, it's ringing a lot of bells! Let's see if it fits! Alright. Puzzle! Here we go, let me see that shard. I'll take a crack at it. Go ahead, pal. Show us what a rookie can do. Mr. Wright, here's some glue! Yay! Glue! Whoop. Ah, gotta. There we go. There, it fits like a charm. That, of course, means Chief Gant willingly and knowingly hid a piece of this jar in his safe. Dun 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 dun. In other words, he concealed a piece of evidence from the SL9 incident. But, hey guys, get a load of this! What is it? That piece he just attached. It's different from the others. There's a reddish line on it. That's blood. I don't get it. Why would Chief Gant hide this in his safe? Nothing good. Detective Gumshoe, I'd like you to have a look at this. Hey, I know what that is, so you want to take some fingerprints? That's a great idea, Detective. Alright, go to town. Sheesh! What are you doing? Why are you sticking out your hand like that? Go ahead! Take my fingerprints! It's not your fingerprints we want to take. Huh? Come on, this isn't the time for jokes. We're talking about that cloth we found in the safe. Oh! I knew that. The one with the handprint on it, right? Shush, where's your sense of humor? It's serious business time, Gumshoe. Okay, Mr. Wright, let's check for prints. Sprinkle the powder on the cloth. And once the prints have been absorbed, blow the rest away. What are you, my mom? It's not doing anything! Ah, there we go. I gave him my best shot. This kind of result won't be any good. But it doesn't look like we'll get a clearer result. Okay, let's try a different finger. Alrighty. So not the index then. Middle finger? Oh yeah, that's pretty good. There we go. Uh-oh. It's Emma's. Yeah, that's not good. No! How can this be? What are Emma's prints doing here? Hey, you found a match? Whose fingerprints were they? Huh? Oh, it seems the prints are too old. They aren't clear enough to get a match. Oh, that's too bad. I thought they'd be Dark's prints. Psst. Hey, you. Over here. What's going on here? What are those kids' prints doing inside the chief's safe? Don't ask me. Let's just keep this information from Emma for now. Here, maybe you should hold on to this. Well, the plot thickens. Alright, clearly there's more to find, so let's see. Wow, look at the size of the desk. Well, you must have was she? Emma? Maybe. Or because Angel Star was talking about how Lana was moved to the prosecutor's office to be a pawn of some kind. Maybe, like, Emma herself is the blackmail for Lana. Like, Gant, was like, yeah, if you don't do what I say, I'm gonna release this evidence and paint Emma as a criminal? As, like, an accomplice to the murder, or, like, you know, something like that? Because Because, I mean, he's been fabricating evidence, and we know that, so... Because Emma was in the room with them, so she could have touched the jacket, even, like, innocently. And then, like, yeah, Gant decided to use that to, like, paint the fact. It's like, oh, yeah, like, no, it's... Emma, like, did something. Because, like, everyone in this room was passed out after the attack. So that was, like, enough time probably for Gant to set things up a certain way. Speaking of that, when we were here earlier... Oh, it's you two. Hello! Chief Gant! He put that paper he was reading in his desk. I wonder what he was reading. This looks like a list of evidence. A list of evidence? In most cases, the list runs twice as long as this, though. Hey, look at the case name! Huh? SL9 incident? Wonder what this is doing here. Hold on, detective. What did you just say? I said, I wonder what... No, about evidence lists. Normally they're twice as long? That's right. I guess there wasn't a lot of evidence. A half-size list of evidence. Yup. Dun dun dun. This list of evidence, it seems too short. Most lists run twice as long. What would the other half of the list be doing here? I knew it! The chief must be hiding something about that case. It would appear so. Uh-oh. Okay, what else do we have that we can... This is the real deal, isn't it? The armor and these weapons? Yikes! Why would you have real metal weapons as decoration? First the pipe organ, now this armor. Do you know how many taxpayer dollars must have gone into this room? What? You mean we're paying for this? That's it. I'm not paying 1 cent of my taxes. You don't have any taxes to pay. Shh. Be careful of what you say. Who knows? The chief may be hiding in this armor as we speak. I don't think he'd fit in there. Even if he did, he'd never be able to get back out. Cut it out. You guys don't know how scary that guy can be. And yet, you came along with us, huh? This was taken on that day 2 years ago. The day Joe Dark ran out of the room and tried to kill Emma. Oh, it's the pot! It's the jar thing. It's behind them. After receiving his award trophy, Mr. Marshall took a picture here. Then went along with Chief Gant to question Dark. I bet he never knew he'd be dead just a few hours later. Gee, you think? Interesting. This was Lana's desk. It sure is tidy. Lana's always been a meticulous cleaner. There's not even any dust on it. Looks like someone's still keeping it clean. Does Lana ever come back here? No. Chief Gant must still keep it clean in memory of their partnership. They were the stuff legends were made of. Does he keep it in memory or in memory of the crime? A good question. Whoops, nope. Crap. I didn't mean to click that. No, Chief Gant must still blah 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 blah. Alright, shelves mostly empty. Hey, this is when Lana and I went to that theme park. Oh no. The chief's organ sure is a sight to behold. Playing it for criminal affairs? Damn. When the detective screws up, the chief calls them to his office and makes them listen to the organ. Whoa! What's so bad about that? Music soothes the soul. After that, the detective can't hear anything for days. But aren't the chief's ears affected? He never listens to anyone anyway. Wow! We found the evidence list in the drawer from the SL9 incident. Mr. Edgeworth had the other half of the list. What would the list be doing here? We'd better look a little more into this list. Oh, okay. Oh, what the heck is on the back here? What? Damn. Who the heck drew on the back of the evidence list? It looks like someone drew some kind of sketch here. What is it? Did you find something? I can't make it out. Better keep quiet about it for now. Huh? Oh, no, it's not. Oh, okay. Whatever you say, I guess. Oh, back. Alright, the office. The desk on the other side of the room, was that your sister's? Yeah, that's where I was waiting for Lana. You know, before, shit went down? What happened on that day? Indeed. Is anyone using it now? No, sir. This is entirely Chief Gant's office now. He practices a strict policy of preserving the crime scene. That's a strange reason to leave it there. Is it, though? He leaves it as a warning to everyone else. He wants us to always be alert. Cool. We love a scary dude. He told us so himself at our New Year's party. Of course, he was pretty intoxicated at the time. Well, that's great. I see. So, ever since Lana left, no one ever touches that desk? No one except Chief Gant and the cleaning lady. Still, 2 years have passed. There can't possibly be any clues remaining. Alright, Chief Gant? Can I ask you something? Sure. You only came here to look around, right? Because it's one of the SL9 crime scenes? I mean, that's your only reason for coming here, right? Why do you ask? You don't think... Nah, you wouldn't be... No. No. There's no way. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Okay? Now then, let's look around a bit more. Hey, hold on! Not so fast, buddy! Huh? What is it? When someone tells you don't worry about it, it's supposed to start bothering you. You don't just let it go like that. Sorry. This guy's getting on my nerves. Okay, so what's bothering you? You two don't think Chief Gant might be a suspect, do you? What? He's right, Mr. Wright. What do we think of him? Chief Gant, so it's finally come to this. What do I think of him? An excellent question. Perhaps it's best I don't divulge my feelings just yet. There you go, ignoring me again. Well, was I of any help? Tremendous help, thanks. Of course. Thanks to your ID card, we were able to get some hard evidence. Now that's not very kind, is it? In other words, if it wasn't for his ID card, he would have been useless. Isn't that right, you in the coat? Ah! Chief Gant! We didn't think you'd be back so soon. Fortunately, I'm a man who believes in signs. Whoops! As I was walking, I happened to look out a window and saw a stray dog run right into a pole. Just then I thought of a certain detective. Do you mean me, sir? Now then, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you all to leave. Yes, sir. Sorry. Oh, you in the coat. Me, sir? Drop off your ID on the way out. You won't need it anymore. But, sir! Now get out! Yes, sir! We'll be on our way too then. Wait, you! The one without the spiky hair. Don't go yet. Me, sir? I'd like a word with you. But sir, I'm not a licensed scientific investigator yet. You with the spiky hair. You're free to go. Mr. Wright! Oh, that's no good. Look, pal, if I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. The chief's office is off limits. But no, you just had to go sneaking in there like that, didn't you? I thought you said you didn't care anymore if you were fired. Yeah, but if I knew it'd be like this, I never would have said it! Now that I've seen the evidence Chief Gant was hiding in his office, I think I'm finally starting to get the picture. But why has she kept eerily silent about it all this time? Anyway, you listening to me? I'm gonna try to smooth things over with the chief again. Later, pal. Bye. After that, I heard from Emma. She said the police wanted to ask her some questions. So she'll be busy for the rest of the day. Well. I see. So the chief asked Emma to come in for questioning. Excuse me, it's no use thinking about it. Tomorrow's the final day in court. I'm committed to doing everything I can to defend you, which is why I'm here. But I've already told you all I can. What you told me over these past couple of days is absolutely nothing. Not a single useful thing. Really? I believe I did mention something quite important. Something I told you right at the beginning. I said, that I was the one who stabbed Detective Goodman. You know, I think I finally figured it out. I know who it is that's lurking behind your words. Mia did a good job mentoring you. I'm rather jealous. It seems Edgeworth was right. Edgeworth? Once you're convinced you know something, no one can persuade you otherwise. Thick-headed is the term he used, I believe. Now's my chance to get her to tell me the rest of the story! Alright, here we go. Keep him quiet. I have to admit, I was more than a little perplexed at first. You insisted you did it, yet there was no incriminating evidence. That's when it hit me. It's not that you're unwilling to tell the truth. It's that you're incapable of doing so. Because of a certain individual. What an intriguing notion. A certain individual, say. So you think I'm protecting this person? Protecting? No, I think afraid of is more like it. If I'm not mistaken, the person in question may have persuaded you to silence. For argument's sake, Mr. Wright, whom, may I ask, is this person you're speaking of? The one I am supposedly so frightened of. What is this person's name? I wonder. Well, Miss Scott? Mr. Wright, you are addressing the chief prosecutor. Do not forget your place. I take it she's still not ready to spill the beans. My apologies. Could you please tell me a bit more about what you think you know? Alright. We were partners until 2 years ago. I respected him as a detective. Assuming he is respectable, then tell me something. Why would he try to hide his crimes? His crimes? Both you and Edgeworth will be brought before a board of inquiry for what you did. Specifically, hiding and forging evidence. Of course, these are serious offenses. Why is it, though, that Chief Gant's name was never mentioned? Chief Gant? Edgeworth didn't know the truth behind the forgery. The only party who could have possibly tampered with the evidence was me. I had access because I was second in command of that investigation. Yes, you, but also one other, Damon Gant. If you intend to accuse Chief Gant, you'll need more than just words. Show me proof! Oops. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. I just found this in the safe in the chief's office. This jar piece and this piece of cloth. Do you know what these are? They're pieces of evidence from the SL9 incident. The person concealing evidence was none other than Chief Gant himself. Now tell me, why are you taking all the blame for him? Touché, Mr. Wright. It's as you surmised. I cannot disobey the chief's orders, even if it means being found guilty for murder. Why not? Come now, Mr. Wright. You can't possibly expect me to be able to tell you that. 3 days ago, I had no choice but to cooperate. In the murder of Detective Goodman, or perhaps I should say, follow orders. Yes, that's more accurate than cooperate. Oh, we cooking now? Orders. Although, I can't tell you the details. I can say that I was given an order that day. I need you to dispose of Bruce Goodman's body. Oh, so he was already dead when she stabbed him. You'll find it inside the trunk of Miles Edgeworth's car. Just as I suspected, despite what everyone believes. You're not the one who murdered Detective Goodman. Correct. I was trying to take the body out of Edgeworth's car. The trunk's lock was broken, and I discovered that murder weapon while inspecting the body. The murder weapon, you mean Edgeworth's knife? No. When I found that body, this was the knife stuck in it. The knife from the SL9 incident. Serial killer Joe Dark's knife. I couldn't just leave that knife in him. So I took it out and stabbed him with another knife. That would be Edgeworth's knife? That's right. Even though he was already dead, my hands were shaking at the thought of stabbing him. That's why I ended up cutting my hand. And that is the reason for the bandage? Yes. It seems that I got blood on the victim's shoes as well. And then she saw me just as I plunged the knife in. Miss Starr, huh? Why did you need to hide Dark's knife so badly? Alright, Dark's knife. Took a lot of work to finally close the Dark case 2 years ago. It was over with. I didn't ever want it to be opened again. My intent was to prevent that by whatever means possible. So, you hid Dark's knife. The weapon used to stab the detective was evidence in the Joe Dark case. If word got out, which it would, the reporters would have a field day with that. So you wrapped the knife in your scarf and hid it. In Edgeworth's exhaust pipe. Right. Then, I called my sister. To tell her what happened, and to ask her to hide the knife that was inside my muffler. You asked Emma? I didn't want anyone on the force to know about this. That would explain why Emma is so confident. About Lana's innocence. Speaking of phone calls, I had a bad feeling about that one that day. A bad feeling? The truth is, after I received those orders from Chief Gant, the first thing I did was make a phone call. A phone call to Patrolman Jake Marshall. To Marshall? Why on earth would you call him? The lead investigator for the SL9 incident had been murdered. I wanted that fact to be kept hidden, and I needed help. He was the only other person I could trust, or at least, I thought I could trust him at the time. However, it seems that after I spoke to him, he went off on an escapade of his own. Oh, you mean... Not wanting the case to die, he decided to take things into his own hands. Rest in peace, Meekins. You are a good lad. He disguised himself as Detective Goodman and tried to steal the evidence. He had already stolen the ID card, but it seems he still hadn't made up his mind to break into the evidence room. after my phone call, any remaining doubts he had must have disappeared. So your phone call caused the incident in the evidence room. Crazy. I'm afraid that's all I can tell you. But Lana, you've earned my respect, Mr. Wright, both as a defense attorney and an investigator. Now please, don't pursue this any further in court tomorrow. Tomorrow's trial is only one way to drive off Lana's demons. I've got to get to the bottom of everything. Detective Goodman's real murderer. In what went down in the chief's office 2 years ago. Dun dun dun! Saving! Heck yes, we want to save. Perfect! Yay! Seems like a good place to wrap up. So yeah, next time we play Phoenix Wright, it will be the end of the first game. And it's okay, even if it takes like only an hour or something, because we can go straight into the second game, because it's the Ace Attorney trilogy. It's all the same program. Dun 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 dun. I will miss Brunette Maya. Well, I mean, I guess tiny Easter egg, because it's gonna be a while before we get to the later games in the series. She comes back in the Apollo Justice trilogy. By that point, she's actually working in the police department. So she'll be back. Yeah, Maya is the one we don't see very much of after the original trilogy. She still pops up now and again, but I don't think until, like, the 6th game. Because, like, the Apollo Justice trilogy obviously focuses more on Apollo and Athena as Phoenix's successors. So he doesn't do much until the 6th game, in which case Maya comes back for one case, I think. So yeah, tiny spoiler, but it's like it's gonna take a while for us to get to the Apollo Justice one, so I don't mind spoiling that, because you guys might run across it anyway. Oops, that was loud. Dun, dun, dun. Alrighty. Tomorrow, what do we got tomorrow? It is... Woo! P3! We go back to P3. Oh god. It's October. Prepare the tissues! Now that everyone... Yeah. Sad! Well, it's not like it gets better from there, but... A little aimless? Oh god, yeah. I meant to ask if you finally beat it. Reasons why Kimi no Kyoku, the ending theme, is one of my favorites in all of gaming. Just frickin' hits you right in the feels. I will never leave you. Lies. But no, it was so good. Now, imagine that ending, but in Persona 3 Portable. Yeah, but imagine that ending, but in Persona 3 Portable, whoever you're dating, at least in FemMC side, comes up to the roof to be with you right before, you know, the dramatic nap. Shinji, if you saved him, can be that person as well. So imagine waking up in a coma, waking up from your coma, finally going to see your girlfriend after months, and then she bites the bullet. Damn. Oh no. Well, it can go back at some point. Yeah, right? I mean, it's not much better if you were dating Akihiko because now he's lost everyone. At least if you were dating Shinji and then you pass away, Shinji and Aki will still have each other. The final Maya dialogue? Oh yeah. Nah, some of the social links were really good, honestly. Fuka and then Chihiro never got the romance prompts? What? You didn't get their social link? Correct? Interesting. I'm sorry to hear that. Cause yeah, for Chihiro, I think the prompt for her is technically in Social Link 7. Yeah, it's... Persona 4 and 5 make it a lot more straightforward, where the choice is right at the end. If I'm in P3, depending, they kind of like make it a lot earlier, just like the way it is with actual dating sims. So it's unfortunate. But hey, Yuko's not bad. Yuko's great. Just, yeah, it sucks when, like, things goof and you don't get the person you actually want. Especially when it's a game that long. But yeah. No, there are a lot of likable characters. They feel very roundabout and unlikable, yeah. They're all very human, for better or worse. Some in good ways, some in bad ways. But... we will play P3 tomorrow. I have no idea who I'm gonna romance on, honestly. Because I just want to date Aki. But the game doesn't let you be gay. Ah. Maybe I'll just... maybe Yukito will just go to heaven by himself. Maybe it's better that way. No one gets heartbreak. The default answer is Hikari because she's basically like the canon choice. In the manga, they almost end up dating, so... Alright. Whoops, time to get out of here, shower, and try and put myself to bed early. That makes sense being the Lover's Arcana? True! I do appreciate that the Lover's Arcana isn't always the canon choice. Like, P4 doesn't really stand out as having a canon one, but Makoto feels like the canon one in P5 because of how much they push it. But yeah, we can chat more about Persona stuff tomorrow. Yay! Friday! TGIF! Alright, I hope you guys have a good day tomorrow, and for now, that's it for me. So, if it's daytime where you are, have a great rest of your day. Happy Friday! If it's nighttime, have a great rest when you head on off to bed, and I hope you have a happy Friday when it's morning finally. And until next I see ya, take care of yourself. Wash your face, wash your teeth, and what's the last one? that's right. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.